Well, first, if you want, this is for Thrash Magazine. If you want to introduce yourself for the camera. I think we're rolling. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I'm Kerry King. I play in Slayer. If any of you dickhead thrash guys didn't know that, you better go back to school. But and I like Monday Night Football. Let's see who this is.
I should probably shut mine off since mine's like
We gotta
Britney
talk
Spears.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Kerry King, Slayer. What's up?
All right. Well, first off, real briefly, I mean, you guys have been together for 20 plus years, almost 25 now, right? Or a little over 25?
Yeah, over 25.
How's the band grown?
Yeah, cool.
No. How's the band grown since Show No Mercy?
Well, on Show No Mercy, we play some little dump in Boston or somewhere,
No.
and now we're playing DCU. I mean, it's, you want to ask a general question, you get a general answer, my friend.
True. I guess more on the career path. How is being in a band that's, this is a career as opposed to, a 20-year-old thing where it's, you play for 2 albums and then it's done, then you have to get a job.
I don't know, because I've never done that.
What are the good and the bad sides to it, I guess?
What's that?
I guess what are the good and bad sides to that?
I don't know any bad. This is all I've ever done,
It's always been good?
Yeah, I mean, you start out in a Camaro with a piece of shit U-Haul, and you move on to a van and a piece of shit U-Haul, and, eventually when you get a piece of shit bus, you think you made it.
All right.
You think you made it, then your buses keep getting better, your hotels keep getting better, And it kind of has to be because, you get used to something, and if it goes backwards, that's not fun.
Where are you guys at?
That's true.
Turning you off.
Have there actually ever been points where it has almost gone backwards, or at least stood still, or?
It stood still in the 90s, when we can thank Mr. Fred Durst for making us all wait a few years for our comeback.
That's true. There was that bad rapcore scene.
Yeah, when we did Diablos and Music, I didn't even want to write music. I'm like, if this is what people like, I'm fucking done. I won't write this shit.
Well, actually, that goes into my next kind of question, where has there ever been points throughout this career that you wanted to stop playing?
I didn't want to stop. I just wasn't motivated. I couldn't understand how that dude and that movement just made metal step aside for a while. Not that, metal's the be-all, end-all. Yeah, it's got its high points and low points, but it just, confused ain't the word. It just, upset's not the word. I just wasn't motivated because that was popular.
Yeah. How would you feel, actually, since, what side of the metal scene was better, do you think?
What do you mean?
In terms of 80s, 90s, now?
Well, 80s was pretty kick-ass because, it was just the beginning for what we were doing. I mean, obviously Priest and Sabbath and all that stuff, different page, but for thrash, that was when thrash was becoming what thrash was. Now, it's kind of cool, it's satisfying now because we were around long enough to enjoy 2 big-time movements in metal, so that's cool for me. We just played somewhere in Holland, some festival, and Heaven and Hell opened for us. That's strange. That's strange, man. I'm like, I can't believe I'm warming up on stage and Tony Iommi's playing in front of me. It just didn't make sense, It's like what parallel universe did I just walk into,
Yeah, that is weird. But hey, that's good. That's a good scene.
And after the show, knocked on my door. I'm like, Tony Iommi, get your fucking ass in here. You don't knock on my door. You just fucking walk in. I understand the respect thing, but come on.
Yeah, well, that's true. Now, obviously, Slayer's gone through some lineup changes, but very minimal, as opposed to your typical metalcore band that goes through 800 lineup changes a week. How do you think that's affected the success of the band? Being able to actually stay with your bandmates throughout the whole
being the
career?
front 3 never changed. I think that says a lot to the kids that we're dedicated to the stuff they like to come see us play. And it's never a question as to, who's singing, who's playing guitar,
Yeah.
If you're not paying close attention, you may not know who's playing drums. But, I mean, it's kind of like Priest. Priest had more drummers than we had.
Are you back with the original still?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
And hopefully that'll be how it is till we're done.
That's all you've changed, right? 2 drummers or 3 drummers?
Oh, man, to get technical, we had 4.
I don't know.
But 2 main ones,
All right.
2 recording ones and 2 that did most of the tours.
How do you grow slash battle off obviously controversy that you get every now and then through songs like Angel of Death and those Jihad?
What's top of that?
How you grow and battle off the controversy that some of the songs set?
A lot of people think we write this stuff on purpose to get reactions, and if I did that, it would be a lot more violent than what we write. This is just how we write, and we enjoy making this stuff up. If I set out to piss people off, we'd have been picked off, assassinated by the church or the president or somebody. I mean, it's not hard to push buttons, and we just write stuff that interests us.
How do you think? Christ Illusion's been out for a little or close to a year, a couple days now to a year.
Yep.
How do you think the fans have been receiving it?
Fans love it, man. It's probably the most brutal album we did since Rain and Blood, and I think God Hates is the most brutal album we did since Seasons. So I think we're moving in a good direction for Slayer as far as what we're into playing and what the fans are into seeing and screaming back at us. I remember we were playing Cult before the album came out, but that little single was out.
Yeah.
Out to the front row, and there's a girl screaming lyrics at me. I went, holy shit, that's intense, man. That's cool.
That actually moves right into the next thing. Christ Illusion did bring back, I'm not saying you ever left any bit of thrash whatsoever, but it did go back to more of the direction towards Seasons and earlier, at least I feel. Was that a reason you went that direction, or is that
I
just how it came
think
out?
God Hates was a stepping stone to that, because God Hates had a lot of brutal, angry shit on it too. If I'm writing, it's going to be fast and angry. Jeff's very moody. He tries to do a lot of other things than I do, and he makes up fast stuff too. It's just I'm pretty much, that's my niche. That's where I go.
What are the plans for the future Slayer tour, album, videos?
We just did that re-release because it's on whatever label it's on now. I can't even keep track, but it's cool how it came out. The cover, I signed one last week. I'm like, dude, this is the first one I ever signed, and number 2, I don't even have one yet. So I was checking his out. I'm like, hey, this is a pretty cool product. So it's cool we got to be on a new label and get to re-release a record with some new stuff that wasn't on it before. So it gives them a product that they can push, After that, I know we got a Unholy Alliance DVD coming out. Couldn't tell you when, knowing the industry, probably before Christmas. And it's not just us. It's not just us. It's everybody. It's Bodum, it's Mastodon, it's Lamb of God. So unlike our other 2 DVDs, it's a tour DVD, not just Slayer.
Yeah.
Then after that, this tour's done September 2nd, and we're done for football season, man. I'm home for the first time in years.
What was that? The Unholy Alliance, was that the first part of the tour or the second part that was shot? Because that was split into 2 parts, wasn't it? I think.
It was the U.S. version.
Okay, all right. How's this tour going? You're touring with Manson. It has the reception. It's the same crowd, but there are 2 relatively different crowds.
Yeah, there's definitely gray area, and there's the full-blown Manson guys, girls, and the full-blown Slayer guys.
All right.
And we each get flack. We get the girls in the front row just bored to tears, just waiting for Manson to come on. And
that should make you strive
more. And Manson
more.
gets the dudes who are just flipping him off the whole show. So it's a trade-off,
Has everything gone good though with the tour so far?
I'm good. I'm having a good time, man. I haven't really got up to see Manson much because I got so many friends up and down the East Coast, man. I'm entertaining the whole damn time. I haven't even seen Bleeding Through. I'm going to try to go up there and that one song I want to see that I know I like, so I'm going to try to get up there and see it.
And then I guess anything else you want to add? Like I said, you do these things way too often.
Raiders.
So. Raiders. Oh, actually, I like the Raiders. I hate
You guys,
Patriots
this is
suck.
for up here, right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
New England, yeah. You guys got that cancer known as Randy Moss. Have fun.
And Tom Brady.
No, Tom Brady's badass.
I know.
Actually,
the
long snapper for the Patriots. I found out lives like 3 miles from my house. I hung out with him before he had to start training camp. So I got to get a little love to the Patriots. I got some friends on there. Lonnie Paxton. Have a good year, man.
There you go. But Raiders all the way.
Absolutely.
We're
gonna suck, but I gotta back my team.
You guys haven't even signed your number 1 pick yet.
No, but we got Culpepper, and if he's able to do anything, he'll be better than that first round pick anyway.
Well, at least he should be better than Michael Vick because he's not going to do anything this year.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
Well, all right. Well, thank you very much. always good meeting you. This will be, I think, the third time I've shot you. Never interviewed you,